Take a look around you. The walls, the air, even the hands you're holding your phone with, it all feels solid, right? But what if I told you that modern science says it's not? Everything you see, everything you touch, is made of atoms. And atoms, get this, are 99.9999% empty space. So, if all the matter that makes up our world isn't truly solid, what's holding it all together? What's stopping you from falling right through the floor? Could the answer be something as incredible as consciousness itself? For centuries, mystics and spiritual teachers have told us that our reality is an illusion, like a divine dream. It sounds like something out of a movie, but now, cutting-edge physics is starting to say the same thing. Quantum experiments have shown something mind-blowing. Particles, the very building blocks of matter, don't seem to exist in a fixed, definite state until we observe them. It's as if the universe is waiting for you to look before it decides what to become. This leads to a fascinating idea. What if we're all living in a vast, intricate simulation? Not one run by supercomputers, but one powered by mind. A famous mystic once said, "You are not living in the universe, you are programming it." Could consciousness be the operating system of reality? Let's explore that. Imagine your mind is a cosmic keyboard. Every single thought you have is like typing a line of code into the program of your life. When you focus on fear, anxiety, or what could go wrong, you're programming resistance and obstacles into your reality. But when you shift your focus to gratitude, joy, and possibility, you're programming expansion and flow. Every emotion you feel, every belief you hold dear, every image you visualize in your mind, it's not just happening inside your head. It sends a specific vibration, a signal, out into the quantum field, actively shaping what you experience next. Physicists have a name for this, the observer effect. Mystics call it creation by intention. But no matter the name, the principle is the same. Reality responds to your consciousness. Albert Einstein famously said, "Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one." He was onto something. Modern quantum theories like the holographic principle are now suggesting that our entire three-dimensional universe might just be a projection, like a hologram. An incredibly detailed 3D image encoded on the very fabric of space-time. But what's the projector? What's casting this cosmic movie? The evidence points to one thing: consciousness. Think about it. When you're dreaming, that dream world feels completely real until you wake up. What if this waking world is a kind of shared dream? A collective reality coded and created by the consciousness of every observer, that's all of us, interacting, blending our intentions, and co-creating this experience together. Every choice you make, big or small, sends a ripple through this field, and the field responds instantly, mathematically, and sometimes miraculously. So, what if things like prayer, visualization, and deep meditation aren't just acts of faith or wishful thinking? What if they are powerful acts of programming? What if you're literally rewriting the code of your reality? The ancient wisdom traditions believed the heart was more than just a pump. They saw it as a powerful transmitter, a resonator of frequencies that could communicate with the universe. And guess what? Modern science is catching up. Research from institutes like HeartMath has confirmed that the electromagnetic field generated by the heart is thousands of times stronger than the field generated by the brain. When your heart and your mind are aligned, when your thoughts and feelings are in sync, in a state we call coherence, your personal electromagnetic signature becomes incredibly powerful and orderly. And that coherence has a measurable influence on reality itself. To put it simply, when you think and feel with love, the universe listens faster. This isn't superstition, it's resonance. It's the science behind why compassion, gratitude, and heartfelt prayer can have such profound effects. If all of this is true, if consciousness truly creates reality, then the act of awakening isn't just a spiritual journey, it's a creative one. It means taking back the authorship of your existence. It means waking up to the fact that your life is not something that is just happening to you. It's happening through you. There's a saying, the physical world is a delayed reflection of thought. Think of it like planting a seed. You don't see the plant the moment you put the seed in the ground. It takes time, water, and sunlight. In the same way, your manifestations unfold as your personal frequency, your dominant thoughts and feelings stabilize and hold steady over time. So, the question we should be asking isn't, can I create my reality? The real question is, what reality am I already creating unconsciously? Because you are creating it, whether you realize it or not. Every breath you take, every intention you set, every beat of your heart sends ripples across the entire universe. You are not just a small, insignificant being living in a vast cosmos. You are the cosmos, experiencing itself through your unique perspective. You are the universe in human form, and the moment you truly remember that, the moment you reclaim your power, you begin to write your story again, in the original language of the source, the hidden code that shapes everything. Everywhere we look, we see separation. You and me, good and evil, light and dark, heaven and earth. But what if this division isn't real? What if separation itself is the greatest illusion ever created? For thousands of years, humanity has been living inside a dense field of consciousness, a realm known by mystics as the third density. It's a world built on the illusion of I and other. But that illusion is now beginning to fade. And when it does, everything we believe about God, the self, and reality will change forever. The third density, or 3D consciousness, is the stage of awakening defined by self-awareness, free will, and separation. It's the level where the soul first begins to say, I exist. But with this amazing realization comes the shadow of duality. In this density, we experience everything through contrast, light and dark, right and wrong, love and fear. These opposites form the very structure of our reality. Without them, growth would be impossible. Think about a child learning to walk. It has to fall a few times before it learns balance. In the same way, the human soul must experience separation before it can remember its true nature, which is unity. The third density is not a punishment. It's a classroom, a very special classroom that tests how each soul chooses to live, in service to others or in service to self. And through that fundamental choice, our evolution begins. But to make this test meaningful, the universe placed a veil between us and our memory of the source, of where we came from. This is often called the veil of forgetfulness, and it's what makes us believe we are alone, fragile, and separate from everything else. It's why we forget our past lives. It's why we look up to the heavens searching for God, never realizing the light we're searching for has always been inside us. This veil wasn't forced upon us as some kind of punishment. It was woven by our own collective thought, a necessary fog that allows true free will to exist. But within this illusion, the greatest battle of all begins: the struggle to remember who we truly are. To graduate beyond this third density, the soul has to transcend its internal barriers, the deep-seated programs of fear, ego, and attachment. We live in a world that worships distraction. Our minds jump from screen to screen, headline to headline, unable to hold focus for more than a few seconds. This constant mental fragmentation keeps our consciousness locked in the lower frequencies, the realms of survival, desire, and the need for control. Fear is the fuel that keeps this illusion running. The more we fear, the more we forget who we are. And the more we forget, the tighter that veil becomes. The ego, that inner voice that constantly says, I am separate, isn't evil, but it is deeply afraid. It fights for its own survival because it believes that awakening means its own death. But here's the truth. Awakening doesn't kill the ego. It integrates it. It makes it part of a greater whole. Every single being in the third density faces one fundamental choice, often called the choice of polarity. Will you align your life with service to self, the path of control, personal gain, and domination? Or will you choose service to others, the path of compassion, unity, and shared growth? This single decision determines the entire trajectory of your soul's journey. It is the great crossroads of creation itself. But it's crucial to remember, both paths ultimately serve the same purpose: to return consciousness to a state of pure awareness. In the grand scheme of things, even darkness serves the light. Imagine for a moment that your left hand suddenly becomes self-aware. At first, it looks up and sees the body towering above it, powerful, mysterious, almost divine. It believes this body is its god. It starts to worship the body, fearing punishment if it ever disobeys. Then one day, it notices the right hand. The right hand serves the same body, but it does things a little differently. The left hand begins to judge, thinking, the right hand is wrong, I serve the true God. And so the left hand might even strike the right hand, not realizing for a second that they both share the same blood, the same source, the same life. Then one day, the left hand feels the pulse beneath its skin. It feels the life force flowing through it. And in a flash of insight, it realizes, the blood flowing in me is the same blood that flows in you. I am not separate. I am the body. This is the moment of awakening, the moment the illusion finally collapses. When the hand realizes it is part of the body, worship becomes meaningless. How can a hand worship the very body it already belongs to? It doesn't need to ask for strength. It already receives the life of the body with every single heartbeat. This is the exact transition humanity now faces, moving from worship to realization, from fear to embodiment, from duality to unity. The goal of the third density was never to escape the world. It was to see through it, to realize that heaven isn't some other place you go to. It's a frequency you awaken to when you finally remember that you are a part of everything. The illusion of separation was the greatest teacher we could have ever asked for. It made you forget who you were, so that the act of remembering could have profound meaning. You were never just a soul trapped inside a body. You were the universe itself, dreaming of being human. And now, the dream is ending, and the real awakening is just beginning. For thousands of years, humanity has been dreaming. It's a dream of separation, of struggle and survival. But that dream is ending. Something extraordinary is happening to our planet, and to us. The very vibration of the earth is rising. The frequency of life itself is changing. And with it, the human heart is beginning to awaken. Scientists call it a shift in consciousness. Mystics have called it the dawn of the fourth density. But what does that really mean? And are we ready for it? In the ancient cosmology of consciousness, the universe evolves through what are called densities, levels of awareness, each one more unified than the last. The third density, our current human experience, is the realm of the ego, of individuality, of duality. It's the world of me versus you. The fourth density is the very next step. Imagine a plane where your mind and heart finally merge, where your thoughts and emotions become a single, powerful, creative force. In this new frequency, the feeling of separation begins to dissolve. Telepathy starts to replace misunderstanding. Compassion takes the place of competition. It's a world where every single being can feel the pulse of the collective, not as a loss of who you are, but as the discovery of our true, profound connection to everything. Now, this might sound a bit out there, but let's ground it in some science. Everything in existence vibrates, from the smallest atoms to the largest galaxies. And as that vibration increases, form becomes more subtle, more connected, more alive. Your thoughts are vibrations, your emotions are frequencies, and your consciousness is the tuner that decides which station you're listening to. As the Earth's own resonance, its vibrational frequency, rises, so too must our inner frequencies. If we remain trapped in old patterns of fear, anger, and division, we become disharmonious with the planet's new rhythm. It's like trying to play a sad song during a joyful symphony. But when we consciously choose to align with love, empathy, and service to others, we begin to resonate with the next octave of creation. This isn't just spiritual poetry, it's energetic physics. It's the science of consciousness in motion. So, how do we get there? The doorway to the fourth density isn't found out in the stars, it's right here, inside your heart. The heart is so much more than a pump for your blood. It's a powerful transmitter, a generator of an electromagnetic field that links all living beings. When your heart is open, when you're feeling love, gratitude, or joy, your entire body harmonizes. Your mind quiets down, and your personal energy field actually expands, measurable by scientific instruments. Think of it like tuning an instrument. When you play in harmony with the universe begins to play along with you, creating synchronicities and opportunities. The fourth density isn't a place you go to. It's a state of being you grow into. Of course, this transition isn't always easy. Every birth comes with labor pains. Every great awakening begins with a period of chaos. As our Earth transitions into this higher frequency, the old systems of control, fear, and separation naturally begin to collapse. You can see it happening everywhere, in our politics, in our economies, in our personal lives. Everything feels intensified as the incoming light exposes the shadows that were always there. Many of us are feeling this as anxiety, confusion, or even despair. But this is not the end. It's simply the shedding of old skin. The darkness we see in the world is not new. It's just finally becoming visible so that it can be acknowledged and healed. The higher frequencies of light are revealing what was hidden, giving us the chance to finally make things right. So, how do we graduate from the third to the fourth density? It's not a matter of knowledge. You can't think your way into a higher state of consciousness. You have to feel your way there. This is where practices like gratitude, forgiveness, and compassion come in. These aren't just nice moral rules. They are powerful energetic technologies. Every single act of kindness you perform increases your energetic coherence. Every moment you spend in fear or judgment weakens it. The real challenge of our time is not to escape the illusion of this world, but to love our way through it, to choose to remain open-hearted, even when the world around us feels closed and hostile. That is the real test and the real path to the fourth density. And what awaits us on the other side? A new humanity. In the coming age, we will begin to remember what we truly are. A vast, interconnected network of souls, each shining with the same light from the same source. We will no longer waste our energy asking who is right and who is wrong, but instead we will ask, how can we heal together? The ego won't vanish. It will be transformed into a healthy sense of self that serves a greater good. The mind won't be destroyed. It will finally take its rightful place in service to the wisdom of the heart. This is the sacred union of heaven and earth, happening right inside of us. A new consciousness, born from the old. A new species, born from love. The next evolution of humanity is not technological. It's vibrational. The fourth density is not a destination you arrive at. It's a remembering. It's remembering that you are not just a tiny, insignificant fragment lost in the universe. You are the universe itself, remembering its own magnificence through your human eyes. The future isn't something we just sit back and wait for. It's something we actively create, heartbeat by heartbeat, one act of love at a time. This is the dawn of the new humanity, and it begins with you. If this message awakens something within you, then you are already a part of this global shift. Please like, comment, and share this video to help raise the vibration of the collective. And subscribe to our channel to join us as we continue exploring the great mysteries of consciousness, ascension, and the infinite source that connects us all. Thank you for watching.